What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Hunter Nicholas and welcome. On this channel, we talk about all things Web3, crypto, capital markets, personal finance, and honestly, so much more. But in today's video, we're going to be focusing on BlackRock. BlackRock is the largest financial wealth manager in the world, managing over $10 trillion worth of assets. And we're going to break down their 9 predictions they have made for the year of 2023 and what the economy holds in the future. The first prediction we're going to be focusing on is going to be the Great Moderation. So the Great Moderation was a period of economic growth and stability and low inflation that allowed stocks and cryptocurrencies these past few years to flourish. What's frightening is BlackRock believes bull markets are just like Bigfoot and they truly don't exist. According to BlackRock, a new investment playbook is needed. The second prediction of BlackRock is the new era of investing. BlackRock believes these 3 pillars will form the new foundation for investing to come. The first trend and pillar we have is aging populations. This will cause the government to increase debt and deficits, leading to higher inflation. The second pillar and trend will be the fractured trust between global superpowers, leading to the proliferation of trade and currency wars, ultimately creating larger volatility across the markets. According to BlackRock, this is the most fraught world global environment outlook since World War II. The third pillar of this new era of investing will consist of clean energy, the digital economy, artificial intelligence, and how automation is transforming businesses into new and creative ways, and this will ultimately lead to society being much more chaotic at large. I know what you're probably thinking, and I'm thinking the same thing. It is a bit eerie to hear BlackRock have this outlook, but there's a lot more to dive in, so let's dive into the third prediction of BlackRock for 2023. And coming in at number 3, we have a fragmented world. According to BlackRock, the geopolitical cooperation and globalization that has drove the economy for the past 40 years is unraveling. Countries over the years have become more protectionist, and BlackRock believes that the US and China trade war will ultimately destroy economic efficiency. The fourth prediction from BlackRock is that green energy is moving too fast. Truthfully, this one is a bit of a weird prediction coming from BlackRock as they are spearheading ESGs, which are environmental, social, and governance investments. If high carbon production falls faster than low carbon alternatives are phased into the market, this could result in disrupting economic activity and overall driving up prices. BlackRock believes that we are entering an era of extreme economic uncertainty, and where you get your energy from is one of those many things that you should be worrying about. Coming in at number 5 is how to navigate this new era as an investor, and now let's take a look at BlackRock's advice. The first piece of advice will be to factor in the damage that was done by the Fed's interest rate hikes, and now they are ultimately making the investor pay the ultimate price, as equity valuations don't reflect the damage that lies ahead, according to BlackRock. Second, the Fed won't save the markets by slashing interest rates, and this should absolutely terrify you. That's why the simple play of buying the dip, which most people love to do, is not a play that would apply in this current regime. Thirdly, the Fed is deliberately causing a recession by aggressively raising interest rates. What's even more terrifying is BlackRock hasn't stated whether this is malicious or just straight incompetence, but the damage is building, and that is all in the hands of our central bankers. Coming in at number 6 is going to be the best investment in this economy, and according to BlackRock, that is going to be bonds. BlackRock recommended short-term credit and short-term government bonds, but did warn against long-term government bonds as those could potentially be hit by resurgent inflation. Coming in at number 7, which is where it gets very interesting, is BlackRock believes inflation in the United States will never come down. They do see inflation cooling as spending patterns begin to normalize, but they do believe that inflation will be here for years to come. Coming in at number 8 is brutal trade-offs. BlackRock thinks inflation will only come down if central banks begin to crush economies into severe recessions. What's frightening is if this does not happen, you can expect a lot more volatility across the markets. Coming in at number 9 is something you may want to ask yourself is what potentially could BlackRock get wrong? What BlackRock has said has most definitely been mesmerizing, but another thing for you to take note of is they are a very hyper-capitalistic trillion-dollar company, and they truthfully have the most to gain from these predictions. My advice to you would be to diversify your financial literacy and prepare for what lies ahead. And that is going to wrap up our video in regards to BlackRock and their 9 predictions for this year, for 2023. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and would love any support on the channel. As you see, we have a new setup. It looks pretty good, in my opinion. Would love to hear your thoughts. And again, please feel free to come along this journey with us if you'd like to see more content just like this. And I'm wishing you a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks so much. Cheers.